Hello students. Today we are going to start the topic application for job. We all know that after completing our education we need some job, and for job their application is required, and application which should be in formal way. Let's see. Application for job. Applications for job are written in very formal, precise and to the point manner. In case the applicant has to focus on his qualifications and experience, a biodata is also enclosed. It includes important information regarding the candidate such as personal profile, professional attainments and the references. Simply we can say that application for job, these are a formal letters. Formal letters by which we provide the information that we are eligible for the job. We give our personal introduction, personal and professional introduction, and nobody is going to bother what happened in our life. So we must use only point to point things. No irrelevant information is necessary here. Applicant must focus on his qualifications, experiences. It also includes some personal profile, means our hobbies, our address, our attitude, etc. And professional attainments, that is the simple things about our qualifications, about our professional qualifications, that thing. The biodata or resume or curriculum vitae (CV) that is called, is written in a standardized format. It must be focused here that biodata or resume or CV, it must be in proper format which is prescribed, but it must be brief and polite. You can't demand anything, you have to request here. So you must be polite while you are writing an application for job after completing your education, because you are just sending your profile to the person who can make you his employee. Is that clear? Should we continue? The distribution of marks. In the question paper, this question is going to be asked for 6 marks. Just write like the letter. Basically, it is a part of letter writing. So you will get here a choice. The choice will be there with the letters, or it might be that with application you can get the choice. 6 marks question will be there, in which 1 marks will be for format, 3 marks for content, 2 marks for expression. And in expression, the teacher or you must concentrate at grammatical accuracy, appropriate words, spelling, coherent ideas and relevant ideas, and most importantly the style. The presentation should be perfect, because you are going to perform there, and this is your phase, this is your introductory phase. So there should be no grammatical mistake, appropriate word should be used, spelling mistake should not be done, ideas should be coherent and relevant, and presentation should be beautiful. In that way your answer is going to be checked. But if you are going to be in professional life, these things are going to be required once again there. So you must go with all the things, all the value points, so that you can perform anywhere, anytime. Job application. It has 2 parts. The first one is covering letter, which is also called application. And second one is resume or biodata or CV, anything. You can put the heading any, either resume or biodata or curriculum vitae. But it has basically two parts. The first one is letter writing, that is the application covering letter, and second one is resume. Some points are going to be remembered while preparing the covering letter. You must be strict with the format. Some valuable points. First is the format. Format of formal letter is to be followed. You all know about the format of formal letter. We are also going to discuss, but here format of formal letter should be followed. A letter, it should be brief and to the point. No irrelevant information is required. Clear? So now we can move. See the format. Here is the format. In the first line you can see the sender's address. The sender's address. In the sender's address, it should be written in 2 lines at least. After sender address, there must be date. After date, address of receiver in 3 lines. In the first line, we are going to write down the designation of the receiver. Second one, name of the organization where the person is working or to whom you are writing an application. And the third one, in which city this organization is situated. Is that clear? So in 3 lines, the address of receiver must be mentioned. Then salutation, you can use here sir or ma'am. There is no need to use respected sir or respected ma'am. Only sir and madam is sufficient. Then subject. You must try to write the subject in complete phrase so that it can be meaningful. There is no use of the things if you are going to write down like pollution. It must be effect of increasing pollution. Yeah, problems due to increasing pollution. Here you are going to write the subject. So it must be, as in the letter we just discussed, here not only the application is sufficient. You must use application for the post of, and whatever the post you are applying. Suppose you are applying for the manager post, application for the post of manager. Suppose you are applying for the post of teacher, application for the post of teacher. Means the purpose should be clear in subject. Only application is not sufficient here. In some formats, you have read that subject is mentioned above salutation. Dear students, both are correct. You can mention subject either over the salutation or below the salutation. Both are acceptable, both are correct, so there should be no doubt where you must mention. After that, the content of the letter must be given, and then subscription at the bottom when we have completed the application. In subscription, we will write there yours faithfully and name of the applicant. So I hope the format is clear to all of you. Now see the next thing. Content of the letter. What we are going to write down in the application. First paragraph. There is no need to write 150-160 paragraph words in whole letter or application because we have another part also. So only use important information here. In the first paragraph, which is called introduction or introductory paragraph, you have to mention the source from where you got the information about the vacancies you are applying. It could be mostly it is from the newspaper. So you can mention here that this is with the reference of the advertisement published in the newspaper, the name of the newspaper, dated about the vacancies of this post. In such a way, you have to mention the things. And the purpose for writing the application or letter, it must be clear in the first paragraph. For what you are applying? You are writing this letter for applying, to present yourself so that they can give you job. In the second paragraph, which is called conclusion, here we can make a reference of CV, which we are going to enclose, and express your wish to attend the interview. You can express your views, your wish for the interview, that whenever you can face the interview. And the letter must be completed or finished on a promising and positive note, that how much you can be beneficial to the organization. And at the last of the letter, you can use enclosure. After writing the subscription, you can write the enclosure there also. In enclosure, we can use like our testimonials, Xerox of testimonials, CV. If you are sending passport size photograph, you can mention it here. So it is up to you. In your question paper, it is not mandatory, but you can use that. Now it's clear to you? Let's see. The second part, resume. Resume consists of two parts once again. The personal profile and the professional profile. See resume. Here is a big issue among the children, that they don't follow the proper format of resume. But we must use that. How? That all the headings, you can see in the slide, all the headings are in the same way. The partition is the similar, and the other information will be at another part. See how you are going to use them. As the first is the name. First is the name. So name, here you are going to write the name of applicant, means your name. Is that clear? Second one is date of birth. This is date of birth. In the same way you will write the information. In place of date of birth, you can also use age. Then father's name. Then address must be there. Address will take 2-3 lines. So don't write all the address in one line. So address must be written in this way. First line and at least second line. You are not going to write in all in one line. Is that clear? Then contact number. You can use the contact number here. Nationality, gender, marital status. These three things you are going to write in proper format. But in examination, you can avoid them. But rest information is needed. Is that clear? But if you are going to write this information also in your examination paper, it is going to be best presentation. After marital status, there should be hobbies, your own hobbies. This all the information is called personal profile. Name, date of birth, father's name, address, contact number, nationality, gender, marital status, hobbies. These things are considered as personal profile. Is it clear? This is called personal profile. After that, we will start professional qualification. Professional profile. In the professional profile, first of all, we should write down qualifications. In the qualifications, we can prepare a box or we can write direct. If you are going to direct in the same format, you will write down the name of examination. Suppose you have completed 10th class, so passed 10th class. University, from which university or board you have passed it, from CBSE board. Year of passing in 2010, 2012, in which year you passed, and the percentage of marks, 80%, 85%, 98%, whatever. And don't forget to mention the stream, passed 12th class, PCM, PCB or commerce. If you have completed BSc, PCM or PCB. Graduation, in which subject you have completed the graduation. Clear? After that experience, where you have got the experience, the name of that company should also be mentioned. As 3 years as software engineer in Wipro Private Limited, Noida. In that way, we should use. Other skills. Except this qualification which is required in this job or for this post, if you have achieved any other certificates, you can mention here. Then expected salary. It is not mandatory to note it down, but you can mention there what are your expectations for the salary. So other skills and expected salary is not mandatory for the examination, but you can use. Language known. Which language you can speak or write properly, like Hindi, English, some other language, Punjabi, Marathi, Urdu, whatever. Reference. This is the important things where students do the mistake. Here we should write down, see, here we should write down the name of the person who can give us assurance. Who can give us assurance for what thing? That we are the right one. Then his address and then his contact number. Address can be either official or home address. But then after that, contact number, where your future employee, where you are applying, he can talk about you. After that, after completing reference number 1, you will do the reference number 2, just similar as the first one did. The name of the person, second person, that's address, and then his contact number. Means 2 evidence who can take your assurance. Then at the left hand side, date, and below that, place. Date of the application and place where you are living. Here at the right hand side, name of applicant must be written or sign is appropriate. See the note. An assurance may be given after reference about the information to be true. Means just above the date. Here, just above the date. Here, after completing second reference, we can mention in such a way that all the above information is best to my knowledge, best and true to my knowledge. In such a way, you can give the assurance that the information you are providing is correct. Is that clear? In that way, your complete question is done. And I hope it is going to be beneficial for you, not only in the examination, but in your professional life also. Now, let's see the question. You are Suresh or Sunita, living at 45 Vasundhara, Nanded. You came across the following advertisement. As being eligible, write an application for job in response. See the application. Invited applications for the post of junior engineer, diploma in civil engineering, dynamic and smart worker, at least 3-year experience, salary commensurate, with good qualification and experience. Apply to the manager, Pashwa Construction Limited, Sector 10, Nagpur, within 10 days with detailed resume. You have gone through this advertisement. Now, in response of this advertisement, imagine yourself that you are eligible. You are a junior engineer, you have completed civil engineering diploma, and at least 3-year experience you have. Clear? So now, turn goes to you to draft an application with resume properly. And I hope this will be beneficial. So, take care.